We are trying to pick up the anchor and bring you along to a new spot. However, we have something all wrapped up around our anchor. Tons of kelp, but also I think like a ghost trap. Yeah, there's no buoy or anything. It looks like it's been sitting down there for a long time.
Just watch to make sure we don't drift into any pots, right?
Are we in here right now?
No, unless you want to take it.
Can you push us in gear with the port throttle and get us going that way a little bit? And then pull it out of here. I saw a big hole in the bottom of it, so at least it's not like a ghost trap. Alright, you're gonna have to let it down.
Up.
Good. I would have liked to grab it, but it's gonna be pretty tough. But at least there's a big hole in it, so lobsters won't get stuck in there.
Okay, friends, we woke up in a place called Frenchboro Cove on Long Island, and we have been to quite a few Long Islands at this point. He's from one. Long Island, Bahamas. I think there was a Long Island, Panama. There was one in Antigua and Barbuda, Long Island, Maine, and there is another Long Island, Maine. So quite a few Long Islands. When we got here yesterday, there was a little bit of commotion going on, so we didn't film it. There was like a boat dragging, and we had the dinghy up, so we couldn't help, and then we tried to go over, and I don't know, it was just a little bit of a weird situation. But the island is beautiful. We're gonna go walk jetty, and then we're gonna hop to the next island. Do you have anything to say about Frenchboro?
It seems like a really quiet place.
Yeah, very like small and fishing oriented, and I think most of the island is like conservatory land, so they have really nice trails. We did see a sign that says we can order lobster from like boats coming in, but I don't think we're gonna stay tonight, so hopefully we're gonna be able to find that somewhere else. But last night there was a meteor shower, and we laid on the trampoline and we looked for meteors, or what looked like shooting stars, for a while, and it was so fun. Made lots of good wishes. Raspberries, but then some of them look like blackberries. What do you think?
Probably blackberries or a mix of both. I don't know.
Well, how do we know they're not gonna die?
I don't know.
Look, there's so many of them.
Yeah, everywhere. What did you read about this place?
I read that it's got like really cool like handmade stuff like pottery and yarn and because there's some cool dog leashes made out of old lobster pot lines.
Jenny, who's this? Who's that? Look, who is that? Unfazed.
Like, look at the size of this island, and the majority of it is just like nature trails. Oh, here says the distance.
Here we are. Yeah, and this is just the little town, and all through this little, right around the harbor. Lunt Harbor.
Hey guys, I think this is all the way on the south end of the island. And Sierra hiked through here yesterday. I did a run, kind of similar area. But look at all like the derelict fishing gear.
How did you get all the way up here?
I don't know, just storms push it all up, I guess. I mean, some of it certainly floats. I don't know how the traps get up here though, but crazy. And I saw a ton of the same on another section over here, especially a ton of like crab buoys and stuff. There's more right here. Apparently they must have had really bad storms and, oh wow, snake. Whole jetty, snake. You guys let us know if you're from Maine. Is this snake dangerous? Look at that thing. I kind of doubt they're dangerous. I doubt they have dangerous snakes on coastal Maine, but could definitely be wrong. Let me know if you guys know what kind of snake that was. So apparently they had really bad storms in, I think it was January 2024. Like even on this island, it says like the main, what'd they call it, lunch spot or?
The deli?
The deli, yeah. The deli had a bunch of damage. That's like the main concession here, it seems like, and that's the place that rents out the rental moorings. A good souvenir. Apparently they they got a bunch of damage in 2024 and there was a sign there and it said some of our docks and stuff were destroyed or whatever it said. Maybe that was the storm that like pushed a bunch of this derelict fishing gear up on shore. I'm not sure. Oh, look at that. That's a big buoy. Guys, I want to learn how to forage for mushrooms. I think I mentioned that before. And I think that's the thing you can do here in Maine. It's been super, super dry and mushrooms need moisture to like grow, basically. I think I'm butchering that one. I know the more moist it gets, the more rain there has been, the better chances of there being mushrooms around. I also have to learn which ones are. Whoa. All right, we just saw a bald eagle. Sorry I missed it for you guys, but we saw it, so trust us. It was cool. There hasn't been a ton of mushrooms around, but here and there we're seeing some. But I also have to learn like what's edible and what's not edible. And a lot of what I've learned so far is the ones that we have seen are not considered edible. So just gotta keep searching and keep learning, and hopefully it rains at some point and more come up, because that'd be pretty fun to do. Whoa, some sort of skeleton.
Ew.
Hey, get out of there.
No. A deer. Come on, go.
All right, back to the village.
Okay, now this is creepy. This is our first day actually like cruising where you can't really see much. How are you doing?
Good. Just keeping a sharp lookout. Have AIS on. We keep AIS off most of the time when we're coastal sailing, just for privacy purposes. If it's at night or in the fog or we're offshore, it's on, and we got our nav lights on and just monitoring, keeping a close watch. We don't have radar on this boat. That would definitely be helpful.
Are you regretting your swim?
Are you chilly?
It's like such a world of a difference when the sun is out. It's like the sun's out, it's like hot, and then fog rolls in. It's like dark and cold.
And wet.
Wet.
What'd you find?
Raspberries.
Oh, right away. We should have brought our container. You're sure they're raspberries?
Tastes like raspberries. I'm still alive from the last batch I found.
So cool.
Yeah, this is a good spot. We should take.
I bought raspberries at the grocery store the other day, literally yesterday, and I tried so hard to pick one of them, and I went to put them in our yogurt today, and they were all rotted, and I had washed them and picked out the bad ones. I don't know how it happened. These are all raspberries. Whoa! Look at all the ferns! I don't know if you've been able to tell, but I love nature. So pretty. Whoa, what do you think these things are? Squashes? You're a New Englander, you're supposed to know this stuff.
They don't look like squashes to me.
That was just a random guess. I don't know my plants. Go.
Trying to gather a bunch of these.
What are they?
Snails.
Do people eat them?
You can eat anything. Yeah, it's called escargot.
I'll let you live another day. I've said it before and I'll say it again. I wish we could do a scratch and sniff for you. It smells so good.
Right there.
Told you, they keep... Yeah, that's what the last three were like, and you missed them. Cool, huh? I guess you were a little calmer than I was when I saw it. Yeah, the little bald eagle.
You scared him away.
No, we scared him away by walking. I only saw him because he was in the air. How far was it?
1.9.
1.9, Jetty. Good girl. Oh. All of our towels. Have you told them about our Watermaker issues?
It's not really the Watermaker, it's just the water.
I'm not blaming it on the Watermaker. I'm just saying
We've been making water all the time, but like recently the pre-filter is getting clogged super quick, and I think it's just because of how many microorganisms are in the water here, I think. I'm out of pre-filter, so I just keep rinsing this pre-filter, and it's kind of back to normal when I do that, but then I can only make like 40 or 50 gallons, and then it's like kind of pretty much fully clogged again. We have some pre-filters here. I could get them anywhere, but like we just ordered them. We'll get them in the next few days. I'll stick a new one in there, and we'll see if it does much better. I think it's just like a lot of like plankton and stuff in the water.
How often do you switch the pre-filter? Like, did you switch it like all last year?
Maybe once every 6 months or something.
And now it's every day.
Well, I'm just rinsing it every day. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens when we put a new pre-filter in.
Yeah, I'm not blaming the Watermaker. The Watermaker's awesome. It's just the water, which also love. We race to see who can get their side up first, because whatever side's first is lighter, even though my side is already lighter. It's extra lighter when it's higher. What do you know? It's a new day and we're on another new island on another new hike. You guys are probably sick of all of our hiking at this point, but it's just so cool that literally everywhere we go is a different island with a different nature trail and a different nature preserve and more things to see.
Our routine has been just like wake up, hike in the morning on Jetty's walk, and then go back to the boat, have breakfast, do a bunch of boat work or computer work or whatever, and then I think the trail's over here, and then go for our evening hike, and then maybe a workout or whatever in the evening. Or it's wake up, go on our morning hike with Jetty, and then move the boat to a new spot, anchor, and then go on our evening hike at the new spot.
I looked it up. We can have we can't like spear lobster or snorkel for lobster or that kind of stuff, but we can have 5 traps and go get lobster. We just don't have lots of room on the boat, so we don't know where we would store them, but I think that would be really fun to do. Maybe if we can find them at like a marine consignment shop or something, because we're only gonna have them for another couple weeks, but I think it would be really fun to try out. What do you think?
Maybe, yeah. Like if we can get them as easily as we got crab in the Pacific Northwest, then that would be pretty cool.
What are you listening to? I just hear it from the kitchen.
I'm listening about what seaweeds to forage while I fix our water pump.
What did you learn about our seaweeds? I heard there was only a certain amount we can find here.
10? Yeah, but like 10. I only got to the first one, Irish moss.
What's wrong with the water pump?
This, I threw the switch out already. So these water pumps, they have a switch, a pressure switch in here. They go bad pretty quick. Each one has lasted about a year. So they're pretty easy to replace, and they're really cheap. They're only a couple dollars, so I replaced it. But there's a hack that you can do. The reason they go bad, like they should last much longer than a year. It's kind of silly. But the reason they don't last is because all of the current of the pump is going through the pressure switch. So the switch is turning the pump on and off, and all the current is going through that switch. Friends smarter than me told me this. And it's best to use a solid state relay, but we don't have a solid state relay. We have one of these relays, and that's still good. So we'll basically use the relay. The pressure switch will send a signal to the relay circuit on the other side will close, and the full current for the pump will pass through the relay on the other side and not through the pressure switch. So the pressure switch is just sending the signal. So that's a much better way to do it. And the relay could potentially go bad, but if that ever happens, super easy just to pop this block off and just pop a new block right in. And that's way easier than replacing the pressure switch. It shouldn't go bad as often as that pressure switch does. So anyway, that's what I'm doing. It's so much fun.
Okay, go back to your seaweed. Tell me what you learn. I would like a spark notes when you're finished. And what are you doing out here? Enjoying the views? And I'm making dinner. Green beans and onions and potatoes and pork.
This looks so good. I'm trying to pick up. Should we watch our show or should I try to find a movie?
Movie.
A lot of people had commented on some of our other videos, and some people don't really like our steering station setup, the helm station. They see me like standing up there and using my foot to steer. Honestly, I like it. Like, I like not having a fly bridge on a catamaran. I know how functional they can be. I just don't like the idea of them. I don't know, just personal preference. We have friends with a lot of fly bridges on their cats, and yeah, they like them. It's just personal preference. I guess for me, I'm totally willing to make that compromise of having, yeah, it is a compromise of a helm station by not having a fly bridge or a Versa helm, the complexity and the things that could potentially go wrong with a Versa helm. Or something like that. It's just simple. You feel locked in. We've done well over 10,000 miles on this boat, and 95% of those miles, the boat's on autopilot, and we're just kind of keeping watch. We're not actively at the helm station. So with that being said, like when we are in tight harbors and stuff, I do prefer to stand up there and steer with my foot. Like I have great visibility. I'm comfortable doing that. Even if you're not, we also have a little bit of restricted visibility than what we could have because we have these side screens up. So you can still see them through them perfectly. They restrict just a little bit, and we have our surfboards over here on this side, which restricts some visibility, which we could absolutely change if we wanted to. To get maximum visibility, we want to take this helm window out and store it. And that's fine. If we want to do that, that's what we do. But generally, I'll stand up there and steer with my foot if it's for short distances. Or if we're going, like today, we're going 14 miles, and we're still going to use autopilot, and I'm going to steer with autopilot, just the control pad, you know, 5 degrees here, 1, 2 degrees here, 10 degrees here. I can just stand right here, and I can still see through the whole boat with maximum visibility. And if it's cold outside, if it's wet, if it's raining, I'm fully covered, and I have like basically, let's say like 90% of my visibility. And then if I just do this, I can see my blind spot through that's, you know, being blocked by the center thing here. You know, quick little this or that. But if I'm fully paying attention, then that blind spot is shifting, so it doesn't matter. I can see what's coming into the blind spot already. Take a peek around, I can see pretty much, you know, 90-something% around the whole entire boat. So for me, I don't know, I'm happy with it. Like, I'll tell you guys if there's something I'm not happy about, but that's a compromise like that I understand and I'm willing to make, and I'm super, super happy with that compromise. I'd rather that than a big old fly bridge or more complicated Versa helm with like this secondary station up here. I'd rather this on this size boat at least. Maybe if you're on a bigger boat, maybe that changes, but for a 39-foot boat, like, you gotta make compromises, and I'm super, super happy with this compromise. Today's nice and warm, the sun came out, but yesterday it was foggy, a little bit drizzly, kind of cold, so it was like really nice just to be pretty much inside steering. When we are outside steering, we can face the chart plotter there, or if we're inside standing right here, I just twist the chart plotter and I have it right next to me. And you can lock it in place if you need to, if it's rough out.
We keep this up at night, and if it's really cold, while we're going, it keeps it a little warmer, but I just didn't take it down from last night. Because, you know, we do not want any more of those nasty bugs invading our home. Slow down, there's fish. Big fish, slow down. Big fish eating little fish, slow down. That was wild. I saw something big jump.
Yeah, what kind of fish was it?
I don't know, but it was big. Could it have been a striped bass?
They don't really jump, though. They don't jump out of the water.
Where'd you go? Fishy, fishy, fishy. Rude.
Got packages. I don't think we got anything for you, Jetty.
Are you doing a whole unboxing out right here?
People always wonder how we get mail. That's not for you. Vitamins. Sometimes this is how we get mail. We just ship it general delivery to USPS, and they hold on to it for us. That lady said she's used to motors coming in and they do the same exact thing.
Watch your nose. Come here. She's so convinced it's something for her, and this is so sad. Your weighted walks just got more elevated.
Yeah.
Can you explain what that is?
It's a 30-pound weight.
Yeah, you should put it in the laptop sleeve. Looky there.
Oh yeah, it feels great. I got this 30-pound weight to make these hikes just a little bit harder so we don't have to do like multiple workouts. I can just go on a long hike and carry some weight and it'll be hard. Yeah, they sell backpacks for them, but I already have a backpack, so I just figured let's see if it fits in this backpack.
And it did! My embroidery.
We got some embroidery. Got our pre-filters. Sorry, Jen, it's nothing for you this time.
Here, I'll give you a salmon bite. Consolation prize. Okay, friends, as we have told you guys before, Billy and I both have realized that we each need at least one little break every couple months to keep doing what we're doing, and that break can be at a marina, it can be going home and visiting friends, it could be doing something else with friends. So this summer Billy just flew to Oregon and is gonna go spend some time in Hood River with our friends Matt and Laura and their girls. Unfortunately, we both can't go at the same time because someone's got to watch Jetty, of course, so I'm staying while he does that. My sister's gonna come spend some time with us, and then I fly out and I'm gonna go visit Shelby because she just had her baby, so got to get to meet my other new nephew. I had planned to be on the mooring while he was gone in Rockland, and I'm fine being on the mooring, I'm fine like driving the dinghy by myself and all that stuff, but we didn't check the weather as much as we should have, and this morning it was like pretty rough out there and it's only getting windier and it would have been more uncomfortable. So last minute, like within an hour of him needing to go to the airport, we moved to the dock, and I was up like 4:30 this morning saying, oh my gosh, what am I gonna do, because I'm gonna be miserable, I'm gonna be stuck on the boat because I'm not gonna be able to get the dinghy on and off with how rough it is. Dockage in Maine in the summer is really expensive. However, I was able to find the government dock, or the town dock, whatever you call it, Rockland Public Landing, is only $2.50 a foot a day. So what is going to cost us $470 for 5 or 6 days here was going to cost us $1,000 literally 100 feet away, and we just can't afford that. But with the $475, we're like, if it's going to make life, me be able to like function better while he's gone, totally worth it. So that's where we are. Taking advantage of the washer and dryer here. You know I love my washer, but drying, and it would take like 20 loads to do everything we need to do because when it's cold out, we're wearing long sleeve shirts and it's not like a tank top where you can wear 20 days in a row. Like you sweat and it stinks. So we have a lot more laundry going on. So taking advantage of that. And then my sister's coming. So my sister and our nephew is coming for the first time. So I need to clean out this lovely room because right now it's just storing all of our extra junk. Our wetsuits, our solar panel, our AC, what the heck are we gonna do with this now? So it's a cleaning day. It's gonna be a cleaning couple of days while Billy's gone. I'm so glad they had room at this dock because I really would have been not having fun out there. I was like seasick this morning. That's how rough it was. So now I can function. And we can get on and off for our W's, right? Yeah, we didn't want to be stuck on the boat for that many days. One of the solutions could have been leaving the dinghy in the water, locked up at night. However, with the way that we move on the mooring, if the dinghy's locked, our lock is only so long, the dinghy would have been like banging up next to the boat, and I just don't have to worry about all that. So we're here and we're thriving. Okay, one of the best things about having the washer dryer, especially seeing as it's only $1 and $1.50, that is like really like the cheapest laundry machines we've ever used. The biggest pro is I can literally wash everything, and so many things have been in need of a deep wash. Washing machine works great, but it only does so much, you know? So our sheets, our quilts, our blankets, because we've been using all of that since we've gotten here, everything's getting a little smelly, so nice, clean, fresh. Our sheets just got a deep clean. Oh, they feel so nice. Okay, we are starting. Where is everything going? I really have no idea, but I know at least this can fit up in the front compartment where we keep our like surfboard fins and Billy's wing stuff. One thing at a time. Right. Maybe the AC too. I think we might be able to fit it. This is really getting given away or thrown away, preferably given away, but I don't know who is going to get it, and I don't know where to put it in order to give it away. But it is kind of heavy. That stuff was really heavy. Now, these chips have been with us since February. Billy can down like a bag of chips a night. However, he claims he didn't like these as much, but we are not letting him get out of it. We paid for it. They will be eaten. They could definitely be used as like nachos or something. So, just do you know who's coming to see you soon? And now we had this like under mattress layer that prevented like mildew from getting under our mattress. We used it for like a year and a half, worked really well, but then it started like disintegrating. So we took it out from under our mattress because it was making it because it was disintegrating, it was creating like divots in our mattress. So we took it out. We didn't have any place to store it for a while, so it lived in here, and we eventually found a dumpster. However, now all of these little pieces from it are like literally all over this room, so I have to vacuum that up. But we are getting closer. And while we're at it, we will clean these fans because they're a little dusty. You guys have been hearing us talk a lot about warranty work lately. You have to point out when it does go super smooth. So brands like, I don't even know how to say this, Camframo? We've had these fans in all of our boats. Different models, but for the past 11 years, we've had always at least 4 of these in whatever boat we're on. 2 of the ones in our salon stopped working. Sent an email. Said, hey, like I noticed you have a 3-year warranty, these don't work, here's a serial number. They responded immediately, honored their warranty. They sent their response of, okay, what shipping address do you need when we were offshore? So I didn't see it for a couple days, and they followed up with me, hey, just want to make sure like you got our email. We want to send you a new pair, it expires in 30 days and I don't want you to miss out. So please like respond and let us know where you would like it shipped. And they shipped them, and that was awesome. So Camframo, the Sirocco fans, they just like got corroded in the salon because we have the windows open all the time, but they honored that 3-year warranty, which was wonderful. These are looking nasty. Voila. Our thin blankets aren't needed anymore. I'm always scared stuff's gonna like smell after it's been sitting for a while, but it doesn't smell bad. Jetty's just standing next to me panting, so I think that's her telling me she is ready to W. And we always never walk in the dark when we're by ourselves, so we're gonna go walk before the sun goes down. Okay, the rest of my dinner is in the oven. I can't put on sheets in this room until I shower, so I'm going to shower while that finishes cooking. I didn't eat any lunch today, so I am starving. Maybe a little overcooked. Okay, we get asked all the time when we tell people that we live on a boat, don't you guys get sick of each other? And then when we continue to tell people that we've been living on boats together for almost 11 years, they're like, how have you not killed each other yet? The answer is, Billy is my very best friend in the entire world. And I just talked to my sister. She's like, are you enjoying your alone time? Like, it's probably nice to have a break. No, I started missing him yesterday. He's my guy. Eating salad and watching a show by myself is definitely not very fun. But I'm gonna watch a show that he normally wouldn't want to watch, so I guess that's a plus side. And Jetty's hanging out with me, so find yourself a husband where you never get sick of him, because we're together 24/7, and I do. I miss him very, very much. Will he say the same about me? I don't know, but I would hope so. Making a boat bed is a workout. In case you were wondering what the absolute best part of being in the colder weather is, it's Jetty back on the bed and being extra snuggly. Because for so long, it was so hot that she came up on the bed to say goodnight, but then she would like lay on the floor because it was colder. But now you can wrap her in blankies, she lays on your pillow. And she doesn't try to run away. Love you. Jetty. Okay, grocery store was about like 1.5 mile walk away, so I walked there and then taxied back because walking with all this would not have been possible, but it was very easy.
What are you doing? Did you miss me?
Okay. The scrubbing the outside of the boat's done. The cleaning the inside of the boat's done. Making the beds. Setting everything up. Grocery shopping. Everything is done. The last thing I have before my sister comes and then Billy doesn't come back until tomorrow morning. Did we mention we have guests coming every single weekend for the next like month and a half? We'll tell you more about it why, but everyone's kind of taking us up on it. First of all, because a lot of people haven't been to Maine. My family has never been to Maine, and then Billy's family has been to Maine, and they know how much they love Maine, so they're all coming. And this might be everybody's last trip with us for a while. We got some interesting stuff coming up, but first, we gotta show everyone how cool it is here. And now, grocery shopping's done. So, we just have to put it away. Okay, I think I told you this when we went to Trader Joe's in Boston, but this bag is the ultimate everything bag. It is the perfect beach bag. It's the perfect grocery bag because it is so strong and it's all like material you can just wipe down. It doesn't stain. A lot of the other bags are good, except they get like when you have like meat and veggies and when you're walking for like miles, like the stuff gets smushed and then it gets on the bag and then you gotta wash it. This one, you just wipe it down and it holds so much. It's comfortable to carry. Ultimate everyday bag, because we like to have things that double as in their purpose, and this is perfect for the beach, perfect for like a fishing day on the dinghy, but also like the ultimate grocery bag. Forgot I got this, but gotta get that in the freezer ASAP. The only reason I could get it was because I took a taxi. Also, if there was one thing that I wish we never had, that we had a never-ending supply of, it would be non-fat plain Greek yogurt, because we use it as yogurt, but we also use it as mayonnaise, and we use it as sour cream, and use it to make bread and naan and pita and bagels. But we can only hold so much in the fridge, and it's gone in like a day. And fresh fruit. Those things. I would save so much money, and so many trips to the grocery store if we just had a never-ending supply. Tip: if you clean and cut and pick out any bad ones of your berries the day that you get them, they will last so much longer. At least you will eat them and they won't go bad. You might eat them all right away, but at least you will be eating them and they won't just be going and getting rotten. So that is what we do. Okay, we do that. So then we can put it in the freezer, so we hopefully do not get weevils, because we do not like bugs. Okay, our first guest of the summer, my sister and our nephew, arrive in like 5 minutes. The boat is all clean, all the beds are made. Can't remember if, I don't know if I showed you this already, but look at what I found at the store. Come on, stud puffin. So, we are ready. Dinner is in the oven. Jetty has helped doing the dishes. And we're ready to have fun. That was a lot of work. The boat was a mess, inside and outside, and we had so much extra stuff just laying around that needed to be organized, but it feels so good now. Caught up on a bunch of computer work while Billy's been away, so that's all caught up, and we can just enjoy our family. And everyone give Spencer a big round of applause for traveling on 2 long plane rides and a 2-hour car ride solo with a 5-month-old, because heck, that could not have been easy. But they both made it, big smiles and all. And now we just need to wait for the captain to get back so we can go show them some of the islands around here. Hey, puppy girl! Hello!
Yeah, come here. Hello.
Did you miss that guy? Did you miss that guy? We're back. Stay there.
Yeah.
Baby's on board.
Did you miss me so much, puppy? Did you miss me so much? Good girl. Good girl. Good girl. Good girl. Good girl. Good girl. Guys, we found the squid finally. Squid are here. We're catching them. And look, Sierra's sister, Spencer, is visiting us, and she got one.
Jetty, stay.
That's a big one. That's a big one.
Stay.
Did it get me?
I don't see any.
Stay.
Maybe
Nope.
Oh good, it's just water then. I got one. Look at this. Woo!
And where's your battle scars from the boat I just scrubbed?
Oh. We were going to bed and then Billy was like, wanna check the squid lights? And here we are.
And Jetty got squidded on, so she had to take a cold shower.
So if you guys have never caught squid, they spray ink when they're like feel threatened. So as soon as they get on the hook and you reel them in, they're like squirting ink and water everywhere. So I have it on my face, I think still. It's all over the boat. I've been rinsing this area down. Oh, got one. Oh, this is a big one.
Woo!
Look at this guy. He's huge. That's the biggest one I caught tonight. So we'll cut these guys up and turn them into bait and calamari. And maybe we'll try to come up with some other recipes. Jetty loves the squid. Jetty's like
Hold it up
so intrigued.
closer to your squid chin.
Yeah. Spencer just had a double hookup too. She's got 2 squid jigs on her thing. So I'll show you guys what the squid lures look like too. Oh, there's a squid.
You can't have that squid.
Can you see pretty good?
You want that squid, but you can't have it.
So this is what a squid jig looks like. I guess, would you say this looks like a shrimp maybe? A little shrimp, but all it has, it doesn't have any hooks. They're just barbs, a bunch of barbs that stick up. They're not even barbs, they're just spikes. And the spikes don't have barbs on them. They just stick angled up. And the squid just grab this thing and these things snag their tentacles. And then we reel them in.
Rupert.
Oh, I caught a mackerel on the squid jig.
Oh.
I was just gonna say, there's also schools of mackerel swimming around, and I caught him on a squid jig.
Stay, Jetty.
I was just, he's going crazy.
Oh my God.
That's sad.
He's spazzing.
That's really sad.
These are the mackerel that are here in Maine, and they look kind of crazy with these stripes on top. Pretty meaty for a little fish, huh?
Jeez.
Jenny's going after him.
Well,
They're not
that
going
was,
to bucket as easy as squid do.
that was a foul.
Alright. Calling it quits.
Oh, baby's crying.
Oh no.
Stetson, look at all the
baby.
squid.
Stetson woke up because he was missing out.
What do you think
is
about
that?
this?
I'm gonna hold one up. What do you think, baby? Squid.
I can't get his face.
Do you like it?
You like the squid? Ooh, cool. No, we're not gonna touch that. We're going to bed.
Yeah, pretty cool, huh? Jetty loves the squid. Alright, I gotta clean these suckers now.
Do you still have that on your face?
I think so. Do I?
Is it getting the guts out of them? Or
Not really.
The
Here, I'll show you.
pens.
This is how you clean the squid. Oh, this guy's still alive. You just separate this upper body from his like tentacle area. I think you can squeeze it a certain way or just pull it apart. There we go. And then here in his tentacle area is the beak. So you should go like this. And it's a really hard piece. And there you go. It's like, comes out like a little ball, but inside is the beak. Can you see it? And it's like literally like a bird beak, and that's what they eat with. And then that goes overboard. And then we can take the pen out. The pen looks like a piece of plastic. It's like, I don't know, kind of seems like their backbone. And you gotta just kind of feel for it.
when you buy these as bait, they leave all this in, right?
Yeah.
You're just doing this.
I think
to
you
eat?
usually just buy them whole, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, because we're gonna turn them into calamari. So that I just like pull that out of the back of the squid, and that's the pen, and it looks and feels like plastic.
Yeah.
Usually I just chop off like right behind the eyes and I throw that off, and then we can eat the tentacles, and then inside here is like their ink sac and like maybe some guts and stuff, and I'll go to the water and I'll just like pull that stuff out. See, look at that ink. But I'll just like use my finger inside there and I'll just like pull all that stuff out and clean it out. It's pretty easy. And that's how you clean squid.
We had so much fun showing Spencer and Stetson the ropes of boat life, literally and figuratively. Next up on the guest list is my parents in Sydney. We had a full week planned with them back on Mount Desert Island to show them Acadia, and by far everyone's favorite activity was renting e-bikes to explore the carriage roads of the national park. We also did lots of hiking and harbor hopping, and as you know, we don't like to have the camera in everyone's face when we have family and friends in town, so for the most part, pictures was all that we got. But we also enjoyed time with Billy's family, and we are so happy we got to share exploring Maine by boat with them, and we are so grateful for incredible weather, and it couldn't have been any more of a perfect summer. We squeezed in every ounce of fun and adventure we could here, but now it's time to give Lori Sue some much needed love. See you next week in the boatyard. If you have any interest in cruising Maine yourself, then make sure to check out the Tula shop where you can now purchase our Maine Points of Interest map. This includes all of our favorite spots and valuable info we have learned along the way that will hopefully make your time here easier to plan and more fun to explore.